People of the internet, it is I, Don Thomas, back in here with another episode of Downtime. As always, folks, the likes, the comments, the subscribes are all greatly appreciated, folks. Thank you so much for the support on this channel. Without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into today's topic, man. We're talking about these pesky robots again. Of course, if you're familiar with this channel, man, you know AI and robots and the coming of, technology, something that's talked about a lot on this channel. Of course, as I mentioned, I am in the middle, not completely opposed against the technology and the advancements that seem to be, in the direction of which the world is heading right now. But I'm also not fully in support of it either, right? So I'm literally just the guy that's asking, hey guys, does this seem right? Do we maybe want to slow this down a little bit? Do we want to put more thought into this? I don't think any of us should be full steam ahead on some of the things that seem to be coming in our near future. Let's get into this article, man. It comes from Business Insider, where it says here, Amazon's humanoid warehouse robots will eventually cost only $3 per hour to operate. That won't calm workers' fears of being replaced. Let's get into it. It says here, Amazon recently began testing a new robot in its warehouse operations. Meet Digit, a humanoid bipedal robot with a turquoise torso and smiley eyes. Designed by Agility Robotics, which Amazon has invested in as part of its Industrial Innovation Fund, Digit is only the latest of a string of warehouse robots the company has introduced over the last several years. However, most of the other warehouse robots have been cart-shaped or robotic arms, not humanoid like Digit. Digit costs about $10 to $12 an hour to operate right now based on its price and lifespan, but the company predicts that the cost to drop to $2 to $3 an hour plus overhead software costs as production ramps up, Agility Robotics CEO Damian Shelton told Bloomberg. Of course, Digit's human-like appearance probably also isn't going to quell the fears of any workers worried they'll eventually be replaced, but Amazon is saying Digit is designed to work collaboratively, with employees, not replace them. Of course, this is a gentleman working. Looks like that's Digit in the background there. Of course, as I said, Digit is designed to operate alongside human employees. Amazon has been building up its robot fleet for years. It had 45,000 robots across 20 fulfillment centers back in 2017, Insider previously reported, and now says it has 750 robots working collaboratively with our employees. Of course, the article goes into greater detail about June and this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. What are your thoughts, folks? I've expressed my concerns several times before, but of course, if you're not aware, here's what I got. This can't be good. Now, I recant that statement. I'm not saying that it can't be good. It can be good because in the previous video, I don't know if you saw the previous video I uploaded prior to this, where there was a situation where a judge sentenced a woman to, as part of her sentence of some jail time, she hurled some food at a Chipotle worker, and the judge sentenced her to work, 30 days in jail, and then sentenced her to work, 30 days in jail, 60 days in fast food chain restaurant, so she can know what it feels like. And I thought that was interesting that we considered that, punishment as well, too, to tell somebody, hey, as your punishment, you're going to work a fast food chain job when that's legitimately a means of income. So basically what I was saying then and what I'm saying now is that if we can all agree that some of these jobs, there are jobs out there that we would consider menial or jobs that are not as appealing, then it's either one, we properly compensate the people that are in those positions, or two, we can maybe offshoot it to the robots. That I'm not opposed to. However, my rebuttal, right? Playing on both sides of the fence. There's been a lot of advancement, a lot of conversation around AI technology that is coming for the jobs of people in both blue and white collar positions, blue and white collar roles, whatever the case is. Even I myself, as a writer, working as a copywriter right now, I have my quarrels with softwares like ChatGPT and the likes of it. Any job that can, that can either make another person's job, any technology that can make it so that the person who actually does it now is for a living could potentially become obsolete, I'm a little bit wary of. And again, but I'm playing both sides of the fence, right? Because this is me saying, well, yeah, there's some jobs that may be okay. Maybe nobody really wants to do these jobs. I don't, I'm not knocking anybody's hustle, of course, but I don't really know too many people that want to be, sanitation workers and, people that, I'm not knocking it again, of course, as well, too. A living is a living, honestly. That's what I usually say as well, too. If you're getting paid, man, if it's a means to an income as opposed to doing illegal activities and, putting yourself in harm's way, whatever the cases, then yeah, I'm always going to suggest people take up any job to get themselves out of trouble and, see to it that they have some type of income. But of course, let's just call a spade a spade. Not all jobs are the funnest jobs to do. So yeah, that's where you can bring in the robots, man. Go ahead and bring in the robots for work like that. But 750,000 robots working collaboratively. Yeah, they're working collaboratively now until these greedy corporations realize that, hey, I can either pay you, your $15, $16, $17 an hour with your 401ks. I always said this, I said this in a video before as well, too, with your health benefits, with the potential of you calling out, with your maternity leave, with your, annual reviews, whatever the case is, or I can play this robot $2, $3 an hour and not have to worry about any of that. Some software updates here and there. I don't have to worry about them calling out. I don't have to worry about them going on vacation because, these corporations only focus on profit, 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 profit. So yeah, they'll tell you, hey man, take some time off from work, man. You deserve it. But they really want you working, man. Business, money. Corporations like money. So yeah, the robots are working collaboratively now. But will they always be working collaboratively in the future? I do see a world, if I'm following the trends of corporate America and how businesses are always, we're taking our business in a new direction. We're restructuring the priorities of our business. I wouldn't be surprised if we wake up one day, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 years, however many long, where companies decide, hey, you know what? We're just going to offshoot everything to the robots, man. This whole sector, gone. Then what? What do those people do in that situation? Now, like I've said before as well, too, when it comes to this topic, man, and this is where, of course, accountability comes into play, folks. Said it once, I'll say it again. If a robot can do what you do current day, you need to be actively looking for another skill immediately. Myself included, right? If a robot can do what you do for a living, you need to be finding another skill immediately because they're coming for your job. You might have some time now, but it won't always be like that. They might be working collaboratively now and, ChatGPT is helping you work smarter, not harder. And ChatGPT is only there to help you, get your ideas flowing, man, but it'll never take your job yet. It won't take your job yet. But what will 5 years from now, honestly, I don't even think that long. What would 3 years from now, 2 years from now look like with this type of technology, folks? So this is what I say, man. You've been warned. If you're a warehouse worker, if you're a graphic designer, a writer, whatever the case is, any of the fields, white collar, blue collar, you've been warned. You had plenty of time to get up on, what is it? YouTube University, Google University, go back to school, whatever the case is. You better be finding some skills that you can utilize that the robots aren't doing just yet, my friend. Because then what? And then I ask these corporations, what do you think these people are going to do when their back is against the wall, man? When maybe they're just legitimately not able to upskill and maybe don't have the time or the resources to go back to school, whatever the case is. What are they going to resort to make a living? Have you thought about that? When the robots take over a good percentage of the workforce, what are the people left to do? If they're all not able to, like I'm saying, upskill and find other trades or whatever the case is, then what? What happens when the AI technology and the robots start taking over 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%, 60%, 70%, however many percent of the workforce? What are the people who got replaced by the robots left to do? That's all I'm saying, folks. These are the things that we got to be more conscious of, because this is not going to stop. It's going to be business as usual. It's going to be business as usual. Corporations are here to make money. They've proven time and time again they don't care about the little man. You think they care about you? I've seen companies let go of people during the holiday season. I've seen companies let go of people during Christmas, Thanksgiving, and they'll keep it pushing. You always know these examples, man. You hear it a lot nowadays, man. There's jobs. Don't stress too hard about that job, because God forbid anything was to happen to you, your role will be listed on Indeed and LinkedIn within 24 hours. That is a fact, bro. These jobs really don't, they're not working for you. They're working for the money. What are your thoughts, folks? I'd love to hear it down in the comment section below. What do you think about Amazon and this new humanoid robot, man? That can only work for, that's looking to be able to work for $2-3 an hour. That's not even a livable wage. We know that's not a livable wage for humans, but the robots have no problem with doing that. You're not going to hear no backbiting from them. What do you think happens in the future, knowing that a company as large as Amazon is incorporating upwards of 750,000 robots in their warehouses and other jobs that, contribute to that type of workforce on pennies on the dollar, $2-3 an hour? Times are going to get interesting moving forward, folks. As the years progress, shit is going to get a lot more sketchy. What plans do you have in place to combat the inevitable?